Let's do it.
His name is Sam Buck, and while his high-wattage smile and infectious laugh may remind you of a favorite nephew, there is virtually no chance you have ever met a kid like him. Sam, who will turn 6 this Tuesday, is one of just 250 people in the world who suffer from vanishing white matter disease, a brain disorder that destroys white matter, a substance that helps transmit neural impulses and leads to the loss of motor control. There is no cure, and the disease is typically fatal by the age of 10.
Every birthday feels like it's another year less that you have.
Don't turn 6, because then you're getting closer to 10.
Exactly. There's still so much we want to do with him and so much we want to see.
Allison Buck and her husband Nick have kept careful track in the 3 years since their son's diagnosis as Sam's speech has slowed down.
What is your favorite part of being in school?
Playtime.
And his ability to walk slowly eroded, leaving him now unable even to stand.
I think it's really hard for people to wrap their heads around the fact that a child as vibrant as Sam could be dying.
I'm doing it.
You are.
The Bucks are trying to show Sam as much of the world as possible in the time they have left. He's been to 30 states and 19 countries, from these Mayan ruins in Mexico to meeting his hero, Formula One race car driver Sebastian Vettel in Texas. He's even managed to squeeze in a meeting with the Duchess of Cambridge.
We don't want to waste all our time worrying about what's to come. We know what's to come. We want to be able to enjoy whatever time we have with him.
It is not a pretty thought, but it's a real one for parents of kids suffering from rare diseases.
Hey, what's your name? Eliza.
95% of all rare diseases have no treatment options at all. With so few people suffering from them, there is no incentive for research and development of a cure.
I want to get it just perfect because it really means a lot.
That's a fact not lost on Lucas Kolasa, an artist and curator of Beyond the Diagnosis, a collection of intimate portraits of children with rare diseases, like Bertrand, one of the first kids Lucas painted for this traveling exhibit. He was the first patient ever diagnosed with something called NGLY1 deficiency. Bertrand has hundreds of seizures every day.
When I painted the portrait, I took the wheelchair out and I just, made him look like he was just having a good day. And it's not just a picture, it's a real person that I'm dealing with.
The objective is to humanize these diseases through portraits of kids like Theodora, who has a fatal heart condition, Megan, who suffers from a rare chromosomal disorder that slows the blood flow to her heart and lungs, and Hannah, who suffers from a rare form of epilepsy leading to progressive loss of motor skills.
Maybe somebody will look at this and be inspired to maybe find a cure for it, and that would be awesome.
Beyond the Diagnosis hopes to eventually put a face to all 7,000 of these rare diseases.
It's ambitious, but we're going to do it.
The idea was hatched by Patricia Welton of the Rare Disease United Foundation, whose 2 daughters suffer from rare diseases.
You can't look at these portraits and not be moved. You can't.
So far, there are up to 60 portraits by artists from around the world, each hoping to do with paint what can't be fully done by words.
You don't just see Gaucher disease, you see Noah. You don't just see Sturge-Weber, you see Ashlyn. You don't just see Mobius syndrome, you see Miriam.
Exactly. And that was the point.
I've accepted that I'm in a wheelchair and that's where I'm going to be.
17-year-old Austin LeClaire and his younger brother Max are the faces of Duchenne muscular dystrophy, a rare muscle-wasting disease often fatal by the age of 20.
Most kids my age with my disability are on death's row. They're basically towards the end of their lives.
But the LeClaire brothers have more hope than most kids suffering from a rare disease. An experimental drug, eteplirsen, seems to be helping. It's not a cure, but it does seem to slow down the progression of the disease. Austin and Max are 2 of roughly 100 children enrolled in clinical trials.
I do believe that this is holding the kids from the edge of the cliff.
Jennifer McNary is Austin and Max's mother. She has seen Austin able to maintain certain functions while on the drug and regain others, like raising his arm above his head.
Yes!
Max, one of the first to get eteplirsen, is still walking more than 4 years later. But in this world of rare disease, hope is an elusive commodity. The path to drug approval is not an easy one, in part because the sample size is so small.
I'm uncomfortable with the evidence to date.
4 months ago, an FDA panel recommended against approving eteplirsen until the company provided more data that the drug actually works. If that decision becomes final, it could threaten access to the drug for the LeClairs.
It's almost worse to be shown something that could treat your children and then to be told it could be taken away than it is to just come to terms with having children that are ill.
It creates conversations and...
Which brings us back to Lucas Kolasa and the moving way he hopes to keep attention focused on rare diseases and pressure on researchers and regulators who may be able to provide hope.
And they're, trying to do the child justice and the family justice.
When we first met him at his gallery in Warwick, Rhode Island, Lucas was putting the finishing touches on the portrait of Sam Buck. Precise, delicate work using a syringe to form images dot by dot.
I get pretty involved with it, and it becomes very difficult to actually paint because I start to fully understand what this kid is going through and what the family's going through. And then it's no longer a portrait. To me, it's really a personal experience.
But even Lucas didn't know how personal until he brought the portrait to Sam's family for a look.
That is just incredible.
How amazing is that?
Who's that?
Me.
Now, vanishing white matter has a face.
His personality really shows through in the paintings.
It does, yeah, no, you've captured his joy.
A sweet, darling face to put on this hideously cruel and destructive disease.
Every cause needs a face.
Yep.
That's a beautiful face.
It is a beautiful face.